К Манчестеру вернемся мы обратно в мячи.
Bad pass by Buford turns into a run out. Drop it off Blackledge, and he missed. It banged off the rim.
No.
Rogers. Another block shot from behind by Blackledge.
We saw that yesterday. Lawrence Blackledge, he could really defend the rim.
He ran with his movement. Right there. That was an easy call. Come on. Good defense.
Slow start shooting the basketball for both sides in this TBT quarterfinal game. Bites. That was halfway down and came out.
Sure was.
Get back, Mike.
Lighty, little hesitation. Able to finally get around DJO to the bucket.
That's good officiating, too. Little contact out on the perimeter. They're not going to call every tic-tac foul. And Lighty was able to get to the rim. Keep in mind, Doug, that Scarlet and Gray only given up 63 points a game in their first three. So they're really excellent defensively.
And it starts with a man defending the ball right now, Aaron Kraft. Gardner absorbs the contact. Rogers hits the deck, and it's two more for the Marquette alumni team, 6-4, Golden Eagles.
Hey, horns down.
I'm watching limp by me over here. Watch Devontae Gardner out of Suffolk, Virginia. Currently playing in Japan, where he's an outstanding player.
Free him up a little bit. Free him up.
Let's go back over to Jen. She's got more on college days at Marquette, and he is playing an important role in this ball game too, Fran.
Exactly, because that's when you count Devontae Gardner, you don't want to get him in foul trouble. Burke can bang with Sullinger while Gardner takes a blow. And also checked into the game, Jameel Wilson for the Golden Eagle alumni. And that young man had a great summer with the LA Clippers.
Yeah, already knocked down a three since coming into the game. There he is trying to defend the post. And I'm telling you, Jared Sullinger, I don't know what his weight is at right now, but it's an effective weight, whatever it is, down in that low post.
Well, if he can score inside, it's going to make it easier for guys like William Buford to knock it down. And then how about Jameel Wilson, fresh off the NBA Summer League?
So I can get an extra 5% off all this?
Yep.
Right there.
5%. 5%.
The moment you realize you can save big, even on the small stuff.
With your Lowe's Advantage card, you get an extra 5% off every day on items big or small.
You know, Geico just saved me hundreds of dollars on my car insurance.
I should take a closer look at Geico.
Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and fast and friendly claim service.
Speaking of service, ooh, just out.
It was in.
Out.
In.
Out.
In.
What about now?
That was our only shuttlecock.
Take a closer look at Geico. Great savings and a whole lot more.
Here at Red Robin, we know that when you crave a burger, you're craving more than meat on a bun. You want to hang out with your people as you make a delicious mess with your own two hands. So let's sit and eat and actually LOL. Let's get more fries. And let's stay a while. Burger. Come hang and try one of 4 burgers from Red Robin's Tavern menu. $6.99 each, anytime. With bottomless steak fries, of course.
Red Robin. You shine like a star. You know.
Blue Moon is a well-crafted Belgian-style wheat beer brewed with Valencia orange peel for a refreshing taste that shines brighter. Blue Moon.
The belt that he has over there, it's an imaginary belt. You never beat me.
The fact that he's never going to get that fulfillment, it'll always play in his heart and mind for the rest of his life.
Everybody say you're so strong, you're weak.
Daniel Cormier will always be known as just the guy who could have been.
The basketball tournament is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Defensively, talk. That pick and roll, go under. That was good. You slip, I know. Stay with the guy. Yo, man, you can shoot the ball. All right? Okay. Listen. Hey, they want to push it every time. Get back and show Jersey. Half court, we got him. Offensively, hold up.
Well, Jared Sullinger's got a little job interview today. The former NBA player who's played over 270 games, trying to show these teams that he's got a lot left in the tank. He's healthy, he's svelte, and he's only 25 years old, and he's getting it done right now against the Golden Eagle alumni.
Yeah, two-time All-American in his 2 seasons in Columbus, and already at 25 years old, Fran, a 5-year NBA veteran, 4 seasons with the Celtics. He split last year with the Raptors and the Suns, who cut him loose and now trying to find work. We go back to Jen.
Well, Doug, I had a chance to speak with Jared Sullinger about how he handled what's the equivalent of a back-to-back after playing yesterday, playing again today. He was all smiles. He told me, I feel 100%. I feel great. He's been stretching out for 30 minutes every hour on the hour, except, of course, when he was sleeping. And he said that's what really helps his body recover and stay loose. So far, guys, looking like he's in great shape.
Indeed, he does. Head to the free throw line, trying to complete the three-point play. Is the 6'9" native of Columbus out of Northland High School,
where he played for his dad, Satch, one of the great coaches in Ohio in recent years, now retired.
And friend, we talked yesterday about the tweet that Jared sent out after his round 1 game in TBT, first time he played. He said he literally wanted to cry today, that's how much it meant for him to get back on the court in this type of setting. Again, like you say, it's all a big job interview for him, especially in knowing what's at stake.
Well, especially when you love the game like these guys do, and it's taken away from him, even if for a brief period of time. You know, players have to hang up the sneakers at some point, but when you're 24 or 25, you don't expect that to happen. So there's definitely a lot of joy being back out there, and you can tell just by his facial expressions.
Maurice Acker into the ball game for the Golden Eagles alumni with the basketball. Wilson over the top.
Jameel Wilson used to shooting those NBA threes that he shot this summer where he was on fire.
Yeah, he averaged nearly 11 points per game for the Clippers in the Summer League and shot it, Fran, at 79% from the floor. Aaron Kraft wide open for 3. Rebound Wilson. He is so long, and he's a prototype. If he can knock down his shots, defend, rebound, there he is at the other end, keeping it alive. Back to Acker.
Yeah, he's a stretch 4. He's a fringe NBA player right now. What I mean by that is he would not embarrass himself on any NBA roster. It's a matter of what kind of player would he be if he had to play serious minutes. But he's worked hard to continue to improve his game.
He's every bit of 6'7", and with that wingspan, 7 feet or beyond. He turns it back over to Scarlett and Gray. We've got both of our head coaches mic'd up again today. There's Wesley Matthews, currently the guard with the Dallas Mavericks.
He told me before the game he has no interest in coaching after this experience. I said, "You're going to coach after you're done playing?" He goes,
He's very clear talking to Jen yesterday saying, yeah, I don't like this.
That's good, Dave.
Well, he has no control from the sideline, which is what we always know if you coach. Nice. Oh, that's good basketball. Maurice Acker is a terrific player, and he was a part of some really good Marquette teams, some great backcourts.
Love the subtle little look away, and Anderson able to throw it down.
And Juan Anderson, I think he's going to come up with a pretty good contract offer overseas. He was telling me before the game. It's a well-known club in Europe.
And why not? Anderson 6'6" from Oakland, California. Ravenel tough shot, and he draws the foul call against Dwight Burke.
Well, take a look. Watch Maurice Acker. He's under control. He knows he's got the wings filled, and now it's a matter of which way he goes. He looks left, throws right, and perfectly executed. And I'll tell you what, when you try to confuse a guy like Aaron Kraft successfully, that's pretty good basketball IQ there from Mo Acker.
And he understood who he had on each wing and where he wanted to go and made Kraft commit one way and pass went the other. Nice job by the 5'8" Hazel Crest, Illinois native, out of Hillcrest High School. Started his college days at Ball State, but only spent a year there in the Mid-American Conference. And hey, look who's checked into the game. It is John Diebler, and we will see how that ankle holds up.
And if you're a Golden Eagle alumni, you want to keep him from getting to the three-point line. Make him use his mobility by putting it on the floor. No open looks.
And you know, Joe Chapman just checked in for the Golden Eagles alumni, and they were standing next to each other, and I think he's the one who looked at Diebler. I heard someone say it. Hey, man, you look gimpy.
Got to play mind games when you're playing for $2 million. Got to get into your opponent's head.
Well, Chapman is a savvy 33-year-old from Chicago Heights, Illinois, and if indeed that was him who said that, he doesn't miss a trick. By the way, that foul was on Dwight Burke, who has very quickly picked up 3 personal fouls, so he's out. Devontae Gardner back in for the Golden Eagles alumni. One of the rules here in TBT again this year, we will have a reset of the team fouls midway through each half. Seconds, the fouls that are on the board will be wiped away in terms of team fouls. Of course, the individual fouls are still there.
Now watch Diebler now. It doesn't matter if he's healthy or not. He's not going to guard Devontae Gardner inside. You see him reach right in. We'll see how he reacts to guarding on the perimeter a little bit, but that time he got caught inside on Devontae Gardner.
Well, Diebler, as you've talked about, Fran, is headed back to Turkey for a 6th consecutive season of professional basketball over there, and he has said that the competition in TBT is better than it is over in Turkey where he plays.
In these kind of games, as you get to the Sweet 16 and beyond, that's a heck of a compliment to this tournament because they do play at a high level in Turkey. And he's going to go to Beşiktaş in Istanbul. Istanbul, a huge city with a number of professional teams right there in the one city.
Golden Eagles alumni with a 2-point lead. Neal trying to stay with Kraft. And then as Kraft cut to the bucket, Ravenel threw it out of bounds.
This has been a problem even through the victories so far in this tournament. Scarlet and Gray very turnover prone. And one of the reasons is they only have one pure point guard, Aaron Kraft, so you have a lot of guys handling the ball who are not great decision makers. On the other hand, we've seen from the Golden Eagle alumni excellent guard play from a variety of spots.
Well, this is the first year for the Ohio State alumni to be in TBT. Evan Ravenel, among others, have been pushing to get the team together. And as we've talked about, it takes time to build your roster, and I'm sure that's something they'll address for 2018 and beyond.
Saw John Diebler, first shot contested, off the mark. Oh, that's nice.
Utah goes against Gardner. He can't believe it.
Dallas Lauderdale did a good job of shutting off the basket. I think he got popped in the face. Gardner got stuck underneath the basket. I'm going to say that's a strong play. Okay. And the only reason I know that is that's the universal sign for any play called strong. I never did that because I didn't have any muscles.
Did you ever have a problem making that call? I know I wouldn't if I was a coach. I'd do that and the players would laugh at me saying, well, we got a weak play? We got no muscle play?
Well, speaking of muscle, Jared Sullinger muscling to the rim. And then Mo Acker with the dime to Juan Anderson.
Success without integrity means nothing. Choose to strive for more, for better. Every hour, every day, be the man of today. Boss Sparkling Tonic.
Going somewhere? Here's some advice. TripAdvisor now searches more than 200 booking sites to find the hotel you want and save you up to 30%. Trust this bird's words. TripAdvisor.
These are Domino's all-new Parmesan-dusted, garlic-seasoned, and cinnamon-sprinkled bread twists. How did we come up with such a clever name? We'll never tell. Choose any two of Domino's new bread twists or medium two-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
My Summit table and 6 chairs only $5.99. And the competition, same look, but a whopping $15.14. Like theirs, My Summit has a wire brush finish, but I go the extra mile. Table and 6 chairs, or table 4 chairs and a bench with storage and a removable leaf, only $5.99 in regular or pub height. Why would anyone pay over $900 more? Just imagine what else you could buy for that kind of money. Dare to compare at Bob's Discount Furniture.
I signed up at Betfair Casino because it's legal and regulated.
Go to BetfairCasino.com or download the Betfair Casino app, and when you sign up, you'll get $10 free.
I find them to be completely trustworthy.
Act now and we'll double your first deposit up to $1,500.
My first time playing online, and I won $15,000.
Join the home of the largest online casino payout in New Jersey. Go to BetfairCasino.com and claim your bonuses today.
I won on BetfairCasino.com.
BetfairCasino.com. Real people, real money.
Set this screen and fly off. Get this ball right here. On the flight of it, you're out. On the flight, Devontae, you're flying up. Fast. As soon as he crosses you gotta be coming up. That ball gotta be here and go. Alright? Come on. It's gonna be a slugfest. It ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gotta be pretty. Everybody just do your job.
Do your job. Channeling Bill Belichick right there, the outstanding guard from the Dallas Mavericks. Wes Matthews, who played with Jarrell McNeil, among others, on his Marquette team.
Wesley Matthews was a 2009 graduate of Marquette University, so he's intimately familiar with most of the guys on the team, former teammates with many of them. Undrafted, now an 8-year veteran in the NBA.
Yep. Solid player, had a great senior year. And I mentioned yesterday, 2009, the Big East Conference could have been, you'd have to say, one of the best leagues in the history of college basketball. Off the top of my head, I think 11 teams went to the NCAA tournament that year. But Wesley Matthews, an outstanding player.
Well, he said it doesn't have to be pretty. It has to be effective, and Gardner knows about that.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he's a technician inside with his footwork, and he uses his body well. And even Dallas Lauderdale has a hard time getting around Devontae Gardner. Watch the space Gardner takes up now as he establishes low post position. And he almost makes Dallas Lauderdale disappear, which is not easy to do.
Well, Dallas is 6'7", a big guy. We just had a foul called on Joe Chapman. Even though he didn't initiate the contact, he still gets the call. Why is that, Fred?
Well, I think because he invaded the offensive player's space, and you can be you can be up on the guy, but you got to stay vertical. The official thought he was not vertical. David Lighty has knocked down a shot in the same spot William Buford did a little while ago.
Well, Lighty has the percentage for Scarlet and Gray shooting at about 30%. And against Always a Brave, this team shot 56%. So they're down a bit, but still very much in the ballgame, 17-16, Golden Eagles alumni.
And I think we're going to see the strong play again. Which would tell me that they should go inside to the strongest guy on the court.
Sullinger the extra pass, and there's consecutive shots knocked down. This time Lighty finds the ring.
Nice basketball right there. Good inside out started by Nate Miller, the former Bowling Green star, the man from Springfield, Ohio.
Well, in the game yesterday against Always a Brave, the Bradley University alumni, it was a 9-point victory for Scarlet and Gray, and it was Sullinger and Kraft leading the way. Both scored 21 points. Each had 9 rebounds. Sullinger 4 assists, Kraft 5 assists. And Kraft had a couple of steals as well. And now the offense starting to pick up here this afternoon.
Well, and David Lighty wants to pick up that scoring punch as he knocks down a couple threes. The former Villa Angela St. Joe star out of Cleveland, Ohio. A school that's produced so many well-known, outstanding athletes, starting with Clark Kellogg and Desmond Howard, of course, the Golich brothers. London Fletcher. How about London Fletcher? He didn't play football with Villa Angela St. Joe's. He played basketball. And then about 17 seasons in the NFL. Look at David Lighty.
Lighty with 7 points. You know, he's the old man on the team at 29 years old.
Having a nice career. Played last year in France. He'll be back again. Whereas Aaron Kraft will head to Monaco this year and play in the French Pro A League.
8 unanswered points by Scarlet and Gray. Lighty's been all that. Gardner puts up an air ball. Diebler showing some good movement. He had a steal a moment ago. Tracks down the long rebound there. Tough pass to handle. Ball tipped in inadvertently by Jameel Wilson.
That ball just hung on the rim. And remember, we're playing FIBA rules with regard to the ball on the cylinder. It can be batted off or batted in.
So they credit the basket to Nate Miller, who was closest to it for Scarlet and Gray. 23-17. DJO misfires, and another rebound for Diebler. Hey, if he can't give him anything more, he's already given him more than I thought he could in this 5-minute run for him.
Yep, and he is moving fairly well, though another turnover.
And you know, it's one thing to come out during warm-ups and be loose and limber. Then the adrenaline gets going, and I think things change sometimes.
Now let's go back to that play on the rim, and that ball's on the rim. You can touch it. And there you see Jameel Wilson trying to bat it off the rim, but as you said, accidentally knocked it into the basket. So the defender is allowed to knock it off. The offensive player that's on that cylinder can jam it home. And that's one of those kind of, we have a hybrid set of rules in TBT.
Bucket knocked down by Bikes. 28-year-old from Milwaukee on the board for the first time. Buford bounce inside. Miller couldn't finish, and here comes Wilson the other way. Acker spotting up. And we've just seen from this team the two different classic styles of fast break. You either drive to the bucket or you run to the corner and know you're going to get an open look over there.
Exactly. You want to spread the floor as wide as you can. Here's a good example again. You want to leave the middle of the floor open. Put those shooters out on those wings where Jameel Wilson is launching from, right there. I like this action. They're not afraid to get up and down.
Флетчер, Эванса здесь активно прессингуют, и, как видимо, как считает судья, нет, все-таки с нарушением правил прессинговали, или что здесь? Судья пошел говорить совершенно с другими футболистами. Вполне возможно, здесь все-таки не было нарушения правил, а там был какой-то отложенный штраф уже совершенно в другой позиции. Так что снаряд остается у мадридского клуба. На левый фланг Начо. Хотя это даже, по-моему, не Начо, это Хаби Алонсо. Вот оно как. Смотрите, какие перестроения происходят. Или это Начо все-таки был. В общем, я на общем плане, вот если посмотреть, вот это Хаби Алонсо действительно был. А тот молодой человек, который играл на левом фланге, он тоже как-то, скажем так, не обделен щетиной на лице. Как видим, Начо, молодой левый защитник мадридского клуба, немножко изменил имидж. Вот он сейчас как раз с мячом. И его действительно просто не признать на общем плане. Немножко к другому образу мы привыкли. Ну, если будет шанс посмотреть на этого футболиста поближе, то, конечно, посмотрим, что он из себя сейчас представляет. Очень интересно, как же выглядит сейчас Начо, раз уж я его так перепутал с Хаби Алонсо по внешности. С мячом Асир Инграменди забрасывает на противоположный край. Вот здесь, это, как видимо, был Начо вот сейчас. Гарет Бейл. У него есть возможность отдать здесь хорошую передачу. Дани Карвахаль с мячом. Начо как раз здесь классно исполняет подачу прямо на ногу Гаррету Бейлу. Себя пытался
Of course, the nightlife. Home in New York, and we throw a party this big. Don't miss out on the 2017 U.S. Open. Get your tickets today.
Chris Bryant hits one a mile.
Sunday Night Baseball. Cardinals, Cubs. Tonight at 8 on ESPN.
Our next WNBA game of the week has All-Stars Tina Charles and the Liberty taking on the Lynx, and their big three All-Stars Maya Moore, Simone Augustus, and Sylvia Foles. Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2, and as always, you can catch it streaming live on the ESPN app. And as always, you can catch a little Scooney Penn in the Scarlet and Gray huddle.
When the ball is here, with action, bottom man, set a screen for the fade, and then pop. That's wide open. When the ball's in the post, whoever's the bottom man, set the screen for the other guard. Reach side action.
Let's go over to Jen.
Well, guys, this Scarlet and Gray team is taking this tournament extremely seriously. A, given the money, B, given pride. Now, of course, Scooby Penn is now an assistant coach at Ohio State. He called back to some of his colleagues, got them to tape the Golden Eagles game yesterday and send it to him. Also, do some cut-ups of individual players. That way they could have a film study last night and another one this morning, and he could be ready to give his Scarlet and Gray squad a full scouting report. Showing right now on the court, guys, 23-19.
Oh, they're prepared. There's no question, Jen. And again, all these guys who play in this tournament, they are high IQ guys because they're now all professionals, so they make adjustments fairly easily. Could have been a goaltend there, but Jared Sullinger cleaned up the mess. We've seen that with a team like Overseas Elite. They don't practice at all when they come together, but they're all much smarter players and understand the game better than they were when they were in college. This is their livelihood now, so we're able to make those adjustments off of one film session.
Golden Eagles alumni have yet to really get going from the perimeter, only 1 of 10 on three-point shots. They've been effective inside. Sullinger pulls down the rebound. Lighty dumps it back. Buford misfires. Lighty active on the offensive front.
Well, perfect position for David Lighty, and right now he's been the catalyst of this 8-point lead. The shooting and also the hustle plays. That's good look for Jameel Wilson. You can't leave him open there.
That breaks that 14-2 run. Wilson with his second triple of the afternoon. And it makes our scores 27-22. Scarlet and Gray. Miller, who is still contemplating whether he's going to continue his professional career. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Our Sunday Night Baseball game comes to you from Wrigley Field. It's another rivalry game between the Cardinals and the Cubs, both looking to make a move in the NL Central. Coverage begins 7 p.m. Eastern tonight on ESPN with Baseball Tonight Sunday Night Countdown, followed by the game itself, 8 o'clock, both streaming live on the ESPN app. Nate Miller spent 9 years playing professionally, mostly in Israel, as you know, Fran. Last year he was in South Korea, and he's not yet sure if he'll continue playing. He's married, of course, his wife Ashley. They've got 2 children living in Pickerington, Ohio, and that's just east of Columbus. And he's at that point in life, 29 years old. I've been on the road. I've got a family. I just don't know how much longer I can sustain this.
That's exactly right. When you go and play overseas, you got to embrace the culture of the country you go to, and while it's a great experience for many, it gets tiring knowing that you're away from your friends and family back in the United States, and you have to make lifestyle decisions, and some make them early, some make them late. And as I said yesterday, the best way to become a good professional overseas, aside from playing well, is to assimilate to the culture of the country that you go to.
And so Nate Miller, the non-Buckeye, former Bowling Green star, out of the game, replaced by Leon Rogers. Sullinger is going to be called for the foul, trying to deny the pass to Gardner. Personal foul number 2 on number 0 in Scarlet.
Scooney Penn's looking up at that board right now. Sullinger has 2. He's allowed 6 before the foul out. Do you leave him in with 2? Common sense would say, yeah, play through it. But on the other hand, it's a long game. You would hate to see him pick up a 3rd foul because Gardner can force you to foul him.
Here goes Bikes into traffic. McNeil, a little hesitation, shovel past DJO, back out front Bikes, step back 3 that's challenged. And this is now 3 consecutive games that Bikes has really not been in a regular rhythm for him at this end of the floor. Johnson Odom for 2.
That's right. Unfortunately for the Golden Eagle alumni, DJO's been pretty solid.
But Jarrell McNeil still scoreless here this afternoon, friend. Bikes has just 2. And in spite of that, they're only down 5. Sullinger puts it on the deck. Gardner hits the deck. No call. That leaves Sullinger wide open. Gardner got up for the rebound, and now he tweaked an ankle and is limping back up floor behind the play. Kraft.
2-on-1.
He's got Rogers on the left, goes that way. Gardner with the block, and all of a sudden the ankle's not so bad. Here comes the Golden Eagles alumni, DJO.
Great challenge by Aaron Kraft. We've seen that 100,000 times in his career. DJO had a great look, and Aaron Kraft hustled back in the play, and he lowered the percentages of a chance to score from DJO.
13 on the shot clock.
This looks like a light heavyweight fight right here out of midcourt.
Yeah, man. Kraft and Johnson Odom. Sullinger. Ball deflects out of bounds. It'll stay with Scarlett and Gray off the right hand of Jarrell McNeil.
голландский стилист. То же самое можно и про Андера сказать. Но, в принципе, про Андера можно было это говорить и во времена Испании. Он уже там был достаточно универсальным игроком.
Scarlett and Gray right here with the lead. You want to get the last shot of the half?
Вместо него выходит Вильфред за
Hey, Sully, you gotta fight that position right here. Don't pin him down so you can turn right in the post.
Куплен за большие деньги.
Right now, pick it up, Leon. Leon.
В Манчестере, Вильфред за 21 год ему. Англичанин. Происхождение, может играть на фланге, может играть в центре нападения. Был
And that'll be the final shot of the half. Sullinger off the mark. But a solid first 18 minutes for Scarlett and Gray. They'll head to the locker room up by 5. Well, our next WNBA Game of the Week has All-Stars Tina Charles and the Liberty taking on the Lynx in their big 3 of All-Stars themselves. Tuesday,